Coming out of Brooklyn, New York, Tyrone Williams, along with Mr. Magic, was responsible for creating the biggest platform in hip-hop in the mid-'80s called Mr. Magic's Rap Attack on WBLS in New York City. That one hip-hop show was responsible for generating millions of listeners across the tri-state area and launching the careers of most legends and icons we revere today. Also known as Fly Ty, and was the founder and owner of Cold Chillin' Records, who launched the careers of Roxanne Shante, MC Shan, Biz Markie, Big Daddy Kane, and Coogee Rap, to name a few. In this exclusive 2.5-hour sit-down, Fly Ty Williams will break down his career, his thoughts on music, and will definitely cause some controversy on his thoughts about Leo Cohen, Russell Simmons, and Andre Harrell. He has some incredible stories about the music industry that involve guns, drugs, and violence. Here's a snippet of what's to come.
Magic got nominated for Air Personality of the Year 5 years in a row. He never won. But let me tell you the significance of that. To be nominated, they nominate you based on the number of listeners you have. Okay? And they would have what they call a cum. A cum is the total number of listeners to all the radio.
Right.
So 35 means you're getting 35% of that. Now the other nominees for the Air Personality of the Year would be Howard Stern, Don Imus, Frankie Crocker, Tom Joyner, maybe Donnie Simpson 1 year, all right, and Magic. Now understand, the rest of them were on 5 days a week. So Magic was only on twice a week. He was getting the same number of listeners in 2 days that they were getting in 5 days. So that made him very important.
Right.
In the music industry and to record companies.
Right.
Because they knew people were listening. Now, at that early in those years, there weren't many record labels that had rap music. You had SugarHill, Profile, Tommy Boy. That was, and maybe Jive. All right.
That had rap.
That had rap. So you had 4 independent labels, no majors at all. Except and then Curtis Blow had Mercury, which was part of Atlantic, or Polygram, I'm sorry.
Curtis Blow had his own label?
No, Curtis Blow was on Mercury.
Okay, gotcha.
And Mercury had to deal with Polygram.
Right.
So Curtis was really the first rapper to have a major deal. All right. Fearless 4 was the first group. It was Electra. Anyway, kids would bring us tapes because there weren't no labels to take their records to. So they would bring cassettes that weren't records, and we would play them. We would play stuff on the air that weren't records, which is what Magic always wanted, exclusives. He always wanted stuff that nobody else had.
Right.
And that made us also elite. So what would happen, we play something, the listeners would think it's a record. They go to record stores to buy it. The record stores wouldn't know what they're talking about. Record stores would in turn call distributors. Distributors wouldn't know what the hell they're talking about. Eventually the record stores asked the kids, where'd you hear this at? Mr. Magic Rap Attack. Mr. Magic Rap Attack. Now the record stores are telling all the record companies, hey, this kid's coming here every day to buy these records. They get in touch with us. So we started making deals for the kids that brought the record stars.
Right.
With the label. Jalil of Houdini used to answer the phones for us.
Right.
So that's how he got on job, that Magic's mom. All right, we did that deal. We did the Force MD's deal, Stetson Sonic, a lot of stuff.
Right.
A lot of artists. Fearless 4, a lot of artists.
So you got them all deals based off of the demos that they were bringing to the radio station.
Based on the demos that they were bringing to the radio station, exactly.
So y'all was building your relationships with the record companies at that point.
Now, let me tell you this quick story. I had the SugarHill artists always talk about how SugarHill jerked them. That's a lie. Let me tell you something. Now, I want you to understand what I'm making at the time, $7.50 an hour.
$7.50.
$7.50 an hour.
Right.
At WBLS. All right. I just had a lot of hours. And
I just had a lot of hours.
All right. And I had 3 different departments I was working in. I was working for programming, news, and and production. Engineering, I'm sorry, engineering.
Right.
So I was getting 3 checks for every hour, so it ended up being like $22.50.
Right.
Back in 81, 82.
Right.
All right. So that's kind of decent. But first time I go to SugarHill, I see all of them, flash all. They getting $40,000 checks. I'm like, what? And I see Miss Rob. I didn't even know at the time. I ended up being very close to her and her husband.
Right.
She's begging them to save their money. I see her doing it. Now, these knuckleheads, they spend their money. Junebug, Magic DJ, was a drug dealer. They flying Junebug all across the country, bringing half a kilos. All right, now, they want to go tell their mamas when they get home or whatever, Miss Rob, they lie.
Right.
Miss Rob got our money.
Right.
Miss Rob got our money. So they have to live that lie. And I tell them to their faces, they lying.
Right.
They all of them, they lying.
So they was flying the drug dealer to buy drugs, basically.
To bring them the drugs.
Right.
They would tell Junebug, yo, we made a reservation for you on flight 11 o'clock. And get you here for we're gonna have a kilo. And in those days, it was easy to transport drugs. They wasn't bothering.
And just for the sake of talking, at that time, that's what people did.
Yeah, let me say that.
Cause
everybody got high. It wasn't a thing where it was, listen to me.
Right.
It wasn't a thing where it was a bad thing, a sneaky thing. In fact, when you went to clubs, they used to cut the straws in half for you.
Right.
And be sitting on, and they have them in a dispenser, and you pull it out so you can sniff.
Right.
That was the way it was. It wasn't like nobody thought of it as a nigga. In fact, if you had drugs, you was the man.
Right.
People wore drug spoons around their neck, gold ones, ruby ones, and that was fly.
Right.
So it was not a thing where it was ugly, and you're like, oh my God, he's doing drugs. Everybody did it.
Right.
Everybody, everywhere, from the time I was in Citibank, all right, everywhere. It wasn't just the music industry. Across the board, that's just the way it was.
So the choice of drug at that time was what?
Cocaine. Sniffing cocaine was like the way people wear their pants below their butt now.
Right.
To be cool, you got to do that.
Okay.
That's how it was.
So that's how they was losing their money.
That's how they was losing their money. And they had to blame. They couldn't tell their people they was getting out. You didn't tell your parents.
Right.
And you got to say everybody is young. All right, they're a little young. If I'm 21, 22, they might be 4 or 5 years younger than me.
Right.
All right, so they can't tell nobody they're getting high.
Right.
You know, so that's just the way it was.
So you see the success of this record label, SugarHill. You see the success of the money that they're making. Now, what's going through your mind?
Okay, I'm still not thinking record business. I don't want to. No. First, we gotta understand this. Remember where I came from.
Right.
I came from the news side.
Right.
I still want to be a TV news. I want to be like a war correspondent.
Right.
I don't want to be an anchor.
war correspondent.
That's what I want to
right.
be. Something like
You're gonna
that.
go out. And
I want to write my own words.
Right.
I don't want to be a TV news anchor. TV news anchors read other people's words.
Right.
They just gotta look good and smile.
Right.
And read the teleprompter.
Right.
All right. I don't want to do that. I want to write the news, read the news. So that's where my head is at.
Right.
So my thing is, okay, I'm gonna do this magic thing and help them out, whatever. But I end up teaching them and getting. I already knew them. Now I'm getting close to them. But I didn't want to be in rap music
at all.
At all. I wanted to go through that.
Right.
Now me saying, I want you to understand something. I still grew up on hip hop.
Right.
I still partied in the park.
Right.
When I was junior high, all that, I was in the park.
Right.
It's just that I went to school.
Right.
All right, and I went to college, and I had a dream. Now you gotta understand something else. Rapping, hip hop was considered supplemental income. People that rap didn't think that was gonna be their life's career. They did that, and mostly everybody who was rapping had a job, and that's how they made side dough.
So was that more like that side money?
Right, that was
because that's back then. It wasn't.
And some people didn't even get money.
Right.
Some of it was just you getting girls, you get free drinks, you partying, you good.
It was a clout thing.
It was a clout thing. There
it wasn't really about. So you saying people wasn't really doing it for money, and the people that was signed to these particular labels.
No, pretty much one label. The big that was SugarHill.
Right.
They're the ones who put money in the game.
Right.
All right. Flash and them was now when I got in the game, other than the SugarHill artists, you got about $100 a man. Period.
Okay.
You got a group for $100 a man. That was the going rate.
So it was $500 pretty much for most groups.
Right. If
Right.
5 of y'all, $500. Phil is 4, you got 400, and there was 6 of them in the group.
Right.
But they had the 2 DJs. All right. So that was the going rate. I started managing them. I got to 1,500. Because
How did you do that?
Because they had a record. I didn't know no better.
Right.
I was, what? That just to me seemed, 1,500 sounded right to me.
Right.
I didn't.
Well, it was better than 400,
right.
right?
And I remember the first time I got to 1,500, they couldn't believe it.
Right.
They could not believe it. Because Magic, like now Magic made me their manager. It started like, okay, Russell Simmons was Magic's manager first.
Russell Simmons was Magic.
Mr. Magic.
Okay.
Right. And Magic and Curtis Blow were Russell's first 2 artists.
Right.
Whatever happened with Magic and Russell, he became disgruntled. Well, actually, Magic thought Russell was taking money from him. He wasn't really. Wasn't telling the whole truth.
Okay.
Like Magic getting 3,000 because Magic was the biggest thing in hip hop.
Right.
All right. So Magic getting 3,000, Russell told him it was 500. and say, all you gotta do is go there for 10 minutes, get $500. To Magic, that was cool.
Right.
I happened to come now. Remember, I'm covering the Knicks. There's a big concert in Magic's old neighborhood at a theater called the RKO Bushwick. Magic asked me to come with him and collect their money. When I get there, this guy, I can't recall his name, but I remember we were kids. He came around the neighborhood trying to swindle everybody out, the parents out of the money for their kids to be stars. So I didn't trust him at all.
Right.
So I started going through whatever he had with a fine-tooth comb, and I saw the 3,000. But I'm picking up 250 because Magic already had 250. Where's the rest of the money? Oh, Rush got it. I didn't even know who the hell what Rush was. Yes, I did, because Rush, I'll tell you another story. I knew what Rush was, but I didn't realize that they had acts at Magic on, because Russell Simmons used to be my roommate.
Right.
All right. Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell, and myself, we were roommates. All right. During the lean times. All right.
During the what
The
time?
lean times.
What's that mean?
That's the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay.
when it's like you get 15% of $100.
Right.
Alright. Them days, 3 of us living in one room.
Right.
One room.
Where was this at?
Left Rack City.
Oh, so y'all all lived in Left Rack City.
In one room together.
Wow.
Me, Andre, and Russell. And we had a pull-out couch and a pull-out chair. And the couch, when you pull the bed out, it's go up like that.
How the hell all y'all grown-ass men live in
Because
that
we wasn't
room?
never really there at the same time.
Oh, got you.
And what I'll just tell you about what was going on.
Right.
When we got home, we was on the chick. Wasn't nobody really ever in the bed. All right, so
Niggas was recovering.
we was recovering. right, exactly. We were recovering. So
And here's some scenes from what's coming up next.
then we come with Biz. The Biz is going on. Same type of result.
Right.
Now, across the street in Burbank, across the street from Warner Brother Records is Warner Brother Royalties.
Right.
Whenever you go in there, everybody's happy.
In your head, your thing was you want.
They have what they call pipeline.
Right.
How much you got in the pipeline? Because that gives their sales department a reason for being.
Right.
They gotta have something for the sales department to sell.
Right.
Now, Def Jam and Uptown, they would have an artist that would outsell one of my artists.
Right.
But their monthly sales wasn't as high as mine.
Right.
Because they would put out one record a year, one album a year.
Right.
They put out LL one year, Public Enemy followed him.
Right.
Andre put out Heavy, then Mary.